Hey there, Amplifiers. Kenny Harper here, and I'm excited today because we have a guest from around the country. In fact, I was just chatting with him, and it's in the afternoon where he's at, and it's in the morning where I'm at. And that's the really cool thing that we're talking about, because our expert today is really helping people expand and thrive in new export markets, which is just an amazing thing. Technology, being able to go global is something that some people just didn't have the ability to do. But with today's technology, we can amplify our business by thinking bigger and taking bolder actions. And for today, our guest is Levent Lildesgorn. Thank you for tuning in, and welcome, Levent, to Growth Amplifiers.
Hi, Kenny, and great to be here with you and with your listeners.
I'm glad to have you here. You have a wealth of experience, knowledge, and can really help our listeners tune into something that they're not hearing very much of. And it's just how to globalize. And I'd like to just start off by getting a quick introduction to your background and what got you into this field, into this expertise.
Thank you for asking, Kenny. Going international, expanding into new export markets is so valuable for global brands as well as any size of company. Look at what happened to Apple in 2009. They said they are taking the iPhone to China, and their shares gone up because, same product, same expertise, just taking to totally new channels, and it's increased their market share. Same applies to small to medium-sized companies. And like you said earlier, today's technology, payment gateways, logistics, enables any size of company, whether this is product or service, to go global, because the world is one marketplace. Now, what made me get started in this business? I co-founded the translation and localization company, our current company, TTCB Translate, 30 years ago. And working with dozens of customers over the years, I realized that some companies are doing really well in international growth, and some companies are doing not so good. And I realized that those companies that were not doing that well, because they were not following a methodology, it was nothing wrong with their product or service. And I said, what a shame. There is a company, it took years for them to set up their business, produced a great product or service, but wasn't doing well in international markets. Then I started looking into a bit deeper. One example I came across, industrial solvent company, really good product in the UK, selling very well. They attempted to go into Polish market, and it wasn't very good results. And the managing director said, never again. We won't do any more international exports or anything like that, based on their experience. And talking to them, I realized that they didn't do any proper market research. So they didn't follow any methodology. Somebody said to them, it's great, you'll do fine here in this country. They just went straight ahead without doing any of the researches, investigations, and, looking at the various channels. And I said, what a shame. So I wrote my book based on those experiences, trying to help companies that really, any company with a good established product or service can take it to export markets using my lingo model, which is based on 5 simple steps to follow. And what I'd like to share with your listeners is that when I look at successful global brands, they seem to have 5 habits. And I said, okay, how wonderful will it be if any business executive, entrepreneur, business owner try to build those habits, and how wonderful it will be for their business. And you and I know very well how hard it is to found a business, start it grow it. We know how hard it is.
Right.
It takes sleepless nights, a lot of sacrifices. So just, having those 5 habits, would that be of interest if I mention those?
Sure. Let's give the listeners an idea of what these 5 habits are, and then if they want to get the details, then I highly encourage that they pick up a copy of your book. So let's get started with those 5 habits and giving that overview. That'd be great.
Right. Excellent. Well, habit number 1 is that global brands are growth orientated from the start. So growth isn't a luxury or accidental to them. So they start with the growth in mind. And often we as small business owners may not have growth in our mind. We just want to get by. We want to do well, but growth orientation mindset is slightly different. They want to grow from day one, not in a year's time. From day one, they want to grow. The second one is that they have a global mindset. So they see the world as one big marketplace. So, take Apple, for instance. If you go to an Apple store in Shanghai, you go to Apple store in Istanbul, London, New York, it's the same environment. They have this global mindset that our customers deserve the best of us in everywhere. So there's no ambiguity, there's no difference. So you get the same level of expertise, same level of service wherever you go. And same applies to, such as Lego or any of the luxury brands. They have this global mindset. And the third one, am I doing it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Third one is that all global brands, without exception, recognize that there are different cultures and languages, and they respect them. By showing respect, they get so much easier connection with their target customers. If you look at Airbnb's growth was phenomenal, and it correlated directly with the number of languages they had available in their website. Today, I believe you can read their website, access their website in, if I'm not mistaken, 46 countries, around about the same number of languages. And whichever country you are, you feel at home. They are not trying to provide a service to a Korean customer in English.
Right.
And they don't say, well, come on, Kenny, everybody speaks English. Why do we need Korean? Will this work? It will work to an extent, but it will never make Airbnb what is today. So by respecting and recognizing cultures and languages, they adapt their websites, their marketing brochures, their user guides for that language and culture. And the fourth one is, let's see if I can do this right. I need to practice this. And the fourth one is that all global brands make their customers' life easy by offering them a choice of payment in their local currency. How hard it is to, the European countries are not far from the UK, where I live. But every time I have to think of euro, pound to euro rate, is it 117, 112, 113? It's difficult to make a purchase for me in a different currency. If I'm given an option to buy something in British pounds, I can make a decision so much quicker. So all global brands have in their websites, or whether it's in the shops, make this available to the customers so that they can purchase in their local currency. And the fifth one is, hold on this one. Sorry. Yeah, right. And without exception, global brands create products or modify their existing products for the local markets. So, for instance, KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, as it is known as KFC now, in Shanghai, they serve afternoon tea, which is the British scones with jam and or honey in it. So that's unheard of in the UK. When you think of KFC, you think of fried chicken, chips, chicken burgers, and afternoon tea would be like unheard of in the UK. But in Shanghai, they do it. So, Dunkin' Donuts, they customize their donuts to suit the country's taste. They don't say, well, jam donuts is good enough for our domestic customers, so it should be good enough for everyone. They never take this approach. So these five habits, if a business executive, business owner, entrepreneur adopt those habits, they will be so much more successful in reaching out to international customers and making a real good success out of these markets.
Hey there, this is Kenny from Growth Amplifiers, here to ensure you get your awesome ideas into action to grow and improve your business and achieve your full potential. Take the first step by visiting growthamplifiers.com and clicking the Start Here button. Take the assessment to get your personalized score. Then select from free resources to learn how to improve your score. Don't wait. Be proactive and take action now by visiting growthamplifiers.com and clicking the Start Here button. And always keep on amplifying. Now, let's get back to the show. Those habits, you got to think about them, right, in the way that, all right, you think big, you think bold, you have that growth mindset, and then rather than just going gung ho and just running forward and saying let's just blow it up, you want to follow a framework so that you're putting your best hand forward, your best foot forward, and playing every ace. So for those who are interested and they're like, you know what, those are some great habits, and I need to learn a little bit more to consider being able to lay them out. You've got the book, Good Business in Any Language. Where can people go to learn more about you and what you do?
Well, thank you for asking, Kenny. I'd love to offer the book free download to your listeners.
Oh, awesome.
All they need, and that is totally free, and there are some other goodies as well. All they need to do, visit levent.team, and then it will take to our website, and where they can download the ebook version of the book or purchase it on Amazon, or order the hard copy, the paperback. Paperback version is, I can send any listeners in the UK, I can send it free, totally free on me. For other countries, they can download either the PDF version from our website or purchase one from Amazon, which I believe is, we sell the Kindle version for like 99 cents or something like that. And there are other useful goodies, totally free. And I'd love to hear from any of your listeners if they have any questions about any of the stuff that we talked about.
Right.
It's so much fun to see small to medium-sized businesses to make success of international markets.
So if you're thinking about amplifying your business and scaling it, taking it to a new level, don't just go at it without a plan. Follow a framework, put your best foot forward, visit levent.team and take the actions needed to ensure your best success. So Levent, thank you for tuning in and sharing your insights with our audience. Highly appreciate you. If you're tuning in now or seeing this in the replay, like you mentioned, make sure you ask questions, or at the very least, take action, take advantage of the free resource, get a copy of the book and some other valuable goodies. Just go to Levent, that's LEVENT.team, and check that out. Levent, thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to connecting with you again in the future.
Likewise, Kenny, and it has been total pleasure.
To show your support, take a moment to amplify this message by sharing it online. To connect with me or gain more business growth insights, visit www.growthamplifiers.com. Thank you for your support.